Brooksaw Antiques here. Today we have this 1914 Corona 3 folding antique typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. This is probably the smallest typewriter ever made, and it folds down from the back like this to fit into the case that it comes with. I do not have a case for this. Very small case. It fits nice and snug in there. The margins are located behind the carriage, and you just push them like this, like that. Super good condition. You could see all the metal is not rusted at all, and all the finish is super glossy. 110 years old. I can't believe how good a condition this is in. It has two support arms that flip up from the back, and on the left side is a little lever here behind the carriage. It serves as a paper guide and a margin release. And this only has one roller in the front on this model. On the folding models, it only has one roller, so you have to push the paper in all the way till it meets that roller, and then it feeds like that. Two paper fingers in the front, very nice condition. And let's test those margins. You want to make sure those margins are in between those paper fingers so you don't get stuck on them. And as you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them stick or skip. And this has, the reason why it's a Corona 3 is because it has a 3-bank typewriter, which has a capital and a figure. So the capital will go up to type all the capital letters, and the figure will go up to type all the symbols and the numbers. So we'll test that now on the next line. This has a thumb return in line space. So with your thumb and your finger, you hit that like that, it skips the space, and you can push it all the way to get back to the beginning. Has a single and double space, so if you want double, you just turn this knob backwards and it skips 2 when you hit that thumb space. When you turn it forwards, it skips 1. We're going to keep that on single and do some figure and capital letters. So we'll start with capital. So that's the first line, and figure. All work good. And on the next line, I'll just do a sentence. Beautiful. And the print looks super nice. I can't believe it, just what they were able to create over 100 years ago. Super cool. And this is a daily type. You could daily type on this. It's not just for looks. This is an actual super nice typewriter. To pull the page out easy, there's a switch on the right side here. You flip it forward and it unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easier, load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page, or else it won't load correctly. We're gonna flip these down. This lever behind, in front of the paper release is the margin release. So when you get to the end of the margin, it will block you from typing, and then if you just hit that, it'll allow you to go all the way to the end. And the lever behind the knob is the carriage release. It's got 2. It's got 1 on each side here. Very nice. And on the keyboard is just the keys and the figure and the capital. It's got a cap lock, so you push down the capital and move that little lever to the back and it'll lock it. Same with the figure. Very nice. Backspace on the right side works great. And when you flip you gotta make sure that the carriage is right dead center so it fits in there right. And then you got the escapement back here, and all the moving parts that you can access. And on the left side you have, this is the margin release and the paper guide. It's got a little edge on there to help guide the rest against the paper. And this is the carriage release, and behind here is a disables the line space when you push it up, so when you turn the knob, you can get to his exact spot on the page. You push it back, you get the clicks. Each one of those clicks is one space. And that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.